Hello there, everybody. How's it going? It's your boy Liger, and today we are playing some Dyson Sphere Program. It's been a good amount of time since I did any kind of Let's Plays on this channel. I kind of let it sit defunct for a few years, and I'm planning on working on bringing it back. So I hope you'll join me on that journey. We're going to be doing a lot of things like Dyson Sphere Program, Satisfactory. I might even pick up Factorio as well. There'll be a lot of chill games and a lot of building games like this. There'll probably be some Valheim content as well and a few other things, but we'll have to see where it goes. So, Dyson Sphere Program. If you haven't heard about it yet, it's in early access now. It's in the same logistics building type sphere as Factorio and Satisfactory. It's kind of like a 2.5 top down 3D looking like logistics game where you are attempting to build a Dyson sphere around not just one star but actually multiple stars. So if you enjoy things like Satisfactory and like Factorio, this will probably be right up your alley. Like I said, it's early access right now. So it is not the farthest along. I think it's on its 5th or 6th major update right now. I think 5th. And there's a long way for it to go, but it is in a very good state right now. So I've been playing it for about, I'd say 30 hours between just like an off-stream game that I was playing and a stream game that I did on a Thursday about a week and a half ago. And so I've learned a lot, but I'm still not an expert at this game by any stretch of the imagination. So we're going to be going on a journey together to find out more about the Dyson Sphere Program. So let's just jump right into it. So starting off, we get to pick a seed, and that will determine several of the stars that are in this galaxy. The galaxy is not huge. It's only about 60, well, it tells you right there, 64 stars. I could even turn it down if I wanted to a minimum of 32. But I'll probably leave it up at 64. For the fun of doing this, I'll probably do the resource multiplier to ×2 as well. Just because I noticed from my 2 other games, doing 1 times, while cool, kind of induced a lot of unneeded stress in a few situations, I guess is the way to put it. So we will go with 2 times, and let's just randomize the seed a few times and see what we come up with. They're all going to be kind of these spread out galactic type things, and you're going to start at a G type star. Oh wow, actually that's a pretty tight cluster right there. I might actually go with that. We got a couple O types. There's a couple B's in there. Oh, it's a blue giant. Ooh, starting at a G. We got a couple red M types around us and a red giant. That should be pretty good. I mean, we're easily 20 hours from getting warp drive, so I think we will go with Homam. Homam. That's a good name. Okay, so let's start this off right here. This is the pod that our mecca is sitting in.
Welcome to the actual universe. You may find it's different from our homeland. Should you be able to adapt to the laws of physics in a short time, I am your advisor and will help you through this mission.
So you'll notice that the translation might seem a little bit weird at times. So this game is created by a Chinese company, and so they are writing the original dialogue in Chinese and then translating it to English. I wouldn't say it's stilted, but it is a little bit strange sometimes. I imagine the translation will improve as they get farther along in development.
To provide energy for the center brain to maintain homeland, starting from scratch. I have chosen a designated planet for you to start the mission, which has necessary resources for initial development. Now please drive the space capsule to the planet.
Okay, so we're going to Homam 4. And so we get full control over this right here. You got some some up and some down. I'm not sure where exactly I want to land on the planet right now. I'm gonna take a second and kind of glance around. There's a lot of goods. We can see some resource nodes there, so I can see some copper, and I can't turn away from the planet, but I can kind of go around it. I think I might bring it down right here.
Now you are about to
Actually,
reach the designated
yeah,
planet.
here we go. Oh, it's gonna decide where it wants me to land itself. Okay, never mind. I forgot about that. It will bring me around, and then it'll place me in a location where it thinks is good. From what I understand, they did some adjustments. The resource nodes that you started out with used to not be as numerous, and they realized that, hey, starting people off in a bad spot is not
A
fun,
lightweight industrial mecca with powerful functionality.
and so they kind of
Use the arrow key
increased the
or
number
right
of
click on the destination
nodes
to control
around.
its movement. In this mission, you will manipulate Icarus to travel beyond the stars and create miracles.
We're gonna create miracles. Okay, so this
You can
is
use the same operation
Icarus
to
right
collect
here.
resources, such as trees, gravel, etc. In the meantime, hold down Shift and right-click to give a series of commands.
Indeed. Okay, so
You receive several items after recycling the space
wow.
cabin.
I'm gonna let him
Click the
talk.
inventory button in the lower right corner of the screen to open the cabin to view them.
Okay, we're good. So, like I said, we right click to move around. We can move around with the arrow keys as well. I kind of like walking around more than I like
You
clicking.
can hold down mouse middle button drag to rotate the angle of view, or slide the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
There's the mouse wheel, and there's the drag right there. It's pretty easy. You can zoom in pretty far. You can only zoom out to about here, but you can hit M and get a planet view that lets you look at the entire planet
In the
as
planet
well.
view mode, you can hold down the middle mouse button drag, rotate the angle of view, and hold down the right mouse button, drag to roll the angle of view. Press N key to point to the front to the North Pole.
Point to the
In
front
the planet
to the
view
North
mode,
Pole.
slide the mouse wheel to enter the star map mode.
Oh, star map mode. Boop, boop. There we go. Okay, so this is star map mode. And this is the rest of our system right here. We do not get to see what our ratios of various different things are right now, but that is Planet Golby. And, oh, we don't even get any information on that. That's probably an arid desert planet is what that looks like. And that's definitely a lava planet. That's really obvious. So as we move along, when you first start, your initial planet does not have any silicon and does not have any titanium. There's ways for you to get some silicon, but it's super inefficient, and to be honest, it's smarter to just go ahead and rush being able to get to other planets and go from there. And then once you get here, you get silicon and titanium, and then the other planet also has silicon and titanium. So you kind of have to get out of your initial location. We also have to do something with energy. So you can see down there we got some energy. The Mecca has limited energy to work with. To start with, we've got nothing in our fuel chamber, but it did give us 5 hydrogen fuel rods that we'll get to use to start with. That'll recharge us up.
You have not unlocked the construction menu, which will be done automatically when complete any technology research. Click the technology tree button at the bottom right of the screen to open the technology tree and activate a research.
Yet you have not. I feel like that was supposed to be the sentence after another one, and I think I might have skipped something, but hey, it is what it is. That's fine. I still need to open up the inventory as well. There's that. So by deconstructing my little thing there, I got some plates and stuff like that, which is fine. I have access to my replicator. This is how I make more things. I can make some coils and stuff like that, and then some. No, I can't actually build anything yet. And yeah, so we're gonna do what it told me to do and go to the technology menu. And to do this, it wants us to research the mecha core. So we have a bunch of plates in our inventory, but not nearly enough to do that. So the way we're gonna get enough plates, or not plates, they're actually ingots, but they look like plates. I've been playing too much Satisfactory. We are going to go up to this and just real quick right click. And I can see the amount I have there counting up. I need to get to 10. Okay, that's fine. Let me monitor my power. We're good for now. To get power to start with, I'm gonna have to just take down some of these trees and use logs and leaves effectively. So we're gonna be low on power for a while, but it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna produce 10 ingots, and we're gonna produce 10 copper ingots. That's fine. While those are producing, we're gonna take down a few trees real quick and get a little bit of power, and then we'll kind of walk around for a minute and see what all we've got near us. Ooh, that was a good landing spot. Oh yeah, that is coal right there. So we've got this iron, we've got this copper, which are our initials, then we've got that iron and that iron, which are very big. That's 700,000, that's 800,000. Luckily that copper is another 7. Looks like we got stone all the way up there. Okay, there we go. It's gonna tell me to do something again. Whoop, that's a little hop. Okay, so we've got stone up there, which is gonna be needed, and right here we actually have a crude oil seep. We won't be able to use that for a while. Looking at the tech tree, I can actually tell you the exact point. We won't be able to mess with that until we get access to fluid storage encapsulation, and then basic chemical engineering and plasma extract refining. So this will give us access to the oil extractor, the refinery, and plasma refining, which is to turn that oil into fuel. And then that turns into fuel and hydrogen, which will be used later. That'll be explained. So I will not get too far into that, but that is the eventual direction we're going to head in to make sure we have enough fuel for the mech and power for us to do things on the planet. So it's only a matter of time. Okay, so let's give a little bit more of this fuel real quick. And we're gonna take this and put those logs in there and those leaves in there. Okay, so we got 457 megajoules of power. We're almost out on that one. We got 2 left. These are good. This is one of the things you want to get eventually, but that's a ways down the road, so it is fine. And we are going to do electromagnetism. This will get us the wind turbine, the Tesla power tower, which lets us transmit power, basically their power lines, power poles from Satisfactory, etc., etc. And this is our mining machine. There is only one type of mining machine in Dyson Sphere at the moment. I will call it just the mining machine or the miner. Hopefully later on we do get a Mark II and a Mark III, because it can be a bit slow at times. But then again, also they would need to upgrade the they would need to upgrade the conveyor belts to take advantage of the increased speed anyway. So does it really matter? Not really. It is what it is, but yeah. Okay, so to do electromagnetism, let's go ahead and activate that one. I need to make 10 of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a little bit of extra copper right now, because I'm actually gonna need some copper to make some miners. Actually, it's gonna hand me a miner, but that's fine. I need a little bit extra just for funsies. Okay, so that's 20. So we're gonna open up the replicator and make a few of these right here, and then we're gonna take these 10 beautiful magnets that we have right here, and we are going to turn those into, oh wait, I forgot, it is 2 to 1. That's fun. Okay, so I need to actually make 5 more magnets, which means I need to go mine a little bit of iron. 5 iron to be specific. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna make these 5 magnets real quick. I like to make things in groups of 10 when I can. It makes it easier. That way I don't have to come back into the replicator nearly as much. Later on, we'll automate a lot of this, but for now, we do not get to automate it. Oh, wait. It's 2 to 1, isn't it? Oh, crap. I needed 10. Math. What is it anyway? Imagine not being able to math. I would say it couldn't be me, but obviously I can't math. Okay, and so we're gonna grab 15. Yeah, we'll grab 15. And we will actually just make another 5 there, and then take these and turn that into another 10 ingots. And then once that's done, we can now make 10 of those. Oh wait, it actually said we were gonna make 20 of those. Interesting. It's supposed to be 2 to 1. Oh, but it makes 2 times, that's why. That explains a lot. Okay. So that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So later on, research will be a lot easier. We won't have to do it in our inventory, be able to put them into buildings to be able to do it. But for now, we have to do everything by hand. So this says you have unlocked a new automatic mining machine, which will automatically collect ores for you. Of course, its capacity is limited. You may wish to transport these materials to the smelting facility automatically. Yes, I will, but unfortunately, we do not have a way to do that yet.
You have created a mining machine to achieve ore collecting automation. Pick it up from the inventory, or select it on Gathering of Construction menu to build it.
Gathering of control. Oh, okay, I get what it's trying to say. So yeah, like it says, there's 2 ways to build. You can either go into your inventory and drag, and then interact
Use the R
that
key
way.
to rotate the mining machine for covering more veins. The more veins covered, the faster the ores will be gathered. If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the Shift key.
Thank you, Mr. AI. That is very helpful. Okay, and the other way to do it is to grab it from down here on the hotbar. The hotbar will probably be the place where you grab things from the most, so I would get used to that. It's a little bit weird because you have to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 9, and then the F keys to actually select things that are going to be up here. So you kind of have to, you'll kind of get in the habit of like hitting a number button and then hitting the other number button again, thinking it's the F. You've gone up and hit the F key, and spoiler alert, you haven't. So it's a lot of fun sometimes, but it's not too hard to get used to. So, like it said, also, we can rotate the mining machine to get the best coverage of the ore nodes that we want. You can also pull your camera with middle mouse while you have this out so you can adjust. And then if we want to ignore grid snapping, which we do, we can hold shift, and that'll allow us to move it around. Grid snapping also ignores rotation as well. So, whereas normally if I hit R, it rotates at 90 degrees. If I hold shift and rotate, it will let me rotate it into exactly the direction I want with no problems. And with that, boom, we've managed to cover the entirety of that vein. So that is that.
You need to keep it within the power coverage area and supply it with power facilities in order to maintain its normal works.
You need to power your buildings, it says, which makes perfect sense, right? So to power, right now, all we have is wind turbines. So we can throw a wind turbine right down right there. As long as it's in that circle, it will power said thing.
Wind turbine. You have established your first power grid. Not all power facilities has its power supply area. Use the Tesla tower to extend the area of the power grid.
Yeah, so that sentence is actually completely incorrect. What it's trying to say is that not everything that you build is going to be within the power supply area that you just created. Of course, like it's got that small circle. So you use the Tesla tower right here to expand it. It's got a limited range that it connects. So you can see right there, it breaks at about that location. And it's in a circle around it too. So as long as you follow the outside of the circle, it'll stay connected to it. So you don't have to overlap the circles, but it is pretty good practice to try to overlap the circles as much as possible, because inevitably what ends up happening is you'll build something that's in that one little, so say I build it here and the circle is not covering where my mech's at, you'll build something in that little hole and you'll be like, oh shit, now I have to try to put another Tesla tower right here and maybe block something else. But it is what it is. It happens. So, okay. Oh, thank you for letting me know I can rotate my camera. So we have 50 iron from that now. That'll do its thing. That's using Oh, insufficient power supply. Oh, yeah, my one little wind turbine is overloaded. It's at 140% load. So before we do anything else, we're going to need to upgrade our power situation. So we're going to go ahead and get 100 of those, and then we're going to take half of those and turn it into ingots, and we're going to take the other half. Oh, those are 5 times instead of 10 times, and turn it into magnets. So that's fine. While that's doing that, let's check my power situation. Oh, it's burning those. Okay, good. We're going to grab some copper ore while it's doing that, and then we're going to grab more of that out of there. So copper is needed to make the copper ingots that we're going to need to make the magnetic coils, because to make the mining machines and to make the wind turbines and to make the Tesla towers, we need magnetic coils. We also need some of these nice little circuit boards right here for the miners, and you need copper ingots for that as well at 1 to 2. So, but luckily it makes 2 circuit boards for every 2 iron you're throwing in there, so it's not too terrible in that particular case. We're gonna also need extra iron ingots to make gears, because the wind turbines need gears to be made, so we will work that out as well. Luckily, the mining machine is taking care of that for us. Okay. What are we at? We're at 62. We're gonna try to get to 100 copper real quick, and then we'll start our actual building. Every single bit of copper I'm mining is burning through 1 entire bit of plant fuel. So be aware that early game like this, you are going to burn fuel like it's going out of style. It just kind of is what it is. Luckily, logs burn at just about like 3 times what plant fuel burns at. Actually, it's exactly 3 times. This is 500 kilojoules. This is 1.5 megajoules. You can see it on the tooltip there under energy, the exact amount it'll burn. So this is 3 times as much as the plant fuel, which is good. Oh, I'm over. Let's go ahead and actually, let's get an extra 10. And then this burns at a total of 40 megajoules, which is significantly stronger than that. Coal burns at 2.7, I think. So that's about just under double a log. For, you know, the same amount of space, you're going to get almost double the total power as if you had a full inventory of logs here. So you'll notice the power is still burning here. It's because I'm actually recharging. So the amount of power we're able to generate is determined by a few things in our tech tab, and right now we are not able to generate as much power as we are burning at the same time to keep this at 140 as we mine. So when we're doing things, we will slowly burn power. It's just kind of the way it goes. Anyway, so we're going to take these and we're going to make this into, let's do 50 of those real quick, and then we're going to take this and do another 50 of those. And then we're going to start making some gears as well. So we've got 60 of these in our inventory right now. So we're going to make 30, because I think it's 1 per. Yeah, so that'll let us make 30 wind turbines before we need to make any more gears, which will be very, very nice. Trust me. Okay, so while those are building, go into the tech tree, and we're going to take a look at a few of these things. So we are on our main quest right now. The main quest line is to get all the way over here to build the universe matrices, and then to get 4,000 of these universe matrices, and that completes your mission. The game will continue once you finish, but like that's the current objective, like for your primary like end game. On the way, we are going to do things like build an artificial star. We're gonna be able to build our Dyson Sphere stuff, This increases the ability for us to have more Dyson Sphere nodes. Where's some of the Dyson Sphere stuff? This allows us to make solar sails, which is good for a Dyson Swarm. This is the bit to actually make the Dyson Sphere pieces right there. So we're gonna have to get to that at some point. These are structure cubes that we'll have to make at some point. And then also we've got red cubes, which are energy matrices, and that's gonna be fun too. So, but let's see, we're making our gears right now, which is pretty good. So we are going to need to make some electromagnetic matrices and this matrix lab to be able to do some of these later ones like smelting and stuff like that. In the meantime, we can actually do some of these researches by building things. So once we get a little bit of more automation up, so we're like pulling copper automatically, we will get some of that online. Okay, let's go ahead and make, let's see. We're gonna make another. Yeah, I think that's good. Wait. Oh, I'm already using all the magnets. Oh, the other thing it does. Okay, so this is actually a good lesson. So if you run out of something, but you have the resources in your inventory to make the intermediate thing, the system will automatically pull those resources, so that in this case the iron ingots, and will make the intermediate object that you're missing, so you can make however many that you requested. So you don't have to worry about like, oh crap, I got to build all the intermediate steps to get this one thing. It will do that for you. It's a little bit inefficient. So like, say I had wanted to do multiples of this. If I click this twice, it will put it in 2 times to make the magnets for it. So it'll be the magnets, and then it'll be the coils, then it'll be the magnets, and it'll be the coils, instead of stacking the magnets on there again and then putting the extra coils on here when you request more. Hopefully that is something that changes, but for now that is not an option. Continuing on, we've got these wind turbines that we can make. If you don't have the things in your inventory, by the way, if you double click down here, it'll say, hey, not enough. Double click to open the replicator. So, and it'll open automatically with it to this page. So it's very, very helpful. Oh, we don't have enough for that. Or wait, we do have enough for that, and it was gonna make it automatically. Let's just do that. We only should need 10 turbines, and while those are building, we are going to stack these turbines up real quick. These are going to be really close together and kind of messy to start with. Unfortunately, I don't really have a choice. Turbines don't have the largest connection radius, and they don't generate the most power, so you kind of just have to fill the land with them until you get better power, which is fine. We'll get better power here in a little bit, but we are generating 3.3 megawatts now, which is good. And our current consumption demand is 24, but if I turn this puppy on by taking that out, it is requesting 420, blaze it, kilowatts of power now, and we've got 330. So we can actually take a little bit of time and build one of these. I don't think we have the intermediates. We don't have the intermediates right now, but we can build the intermediates. We have extra gears, which are good, but we don't have circuit boards. We can build 55 circuit boards right now. Let's go ahead and build 60 of them, because circuit boards are going to be important. And then once those are complete, we're going to build another few miners. Let's do 5 miners. Oh, okay. I guess I need to make some iron ingots. That's fine. I will turn this iron into 50 of these. Yeah, we'll do 50 of those, and then we'll do 50 of these, because we're going to need both. And once I get to 20 ingots, I will make this assembler, or sorry, not assembler, this mining machine. And then we're going to put it down to have it mine some copper automatically for us. I might actually put a second miner here as well, so I can get 2 times the iron simultaneously. It's pretty useful to do that. You can cover the same nodes multiple times. It just means that you drain the reserves on that vein faster. So that's just kind of an FYI. There's no real downside to doing that aside from the fact that you drain the node faster. But you can get more ore from it at the same time. So you can basically build a bigger production line that takes advantage of the increased ore per minute while you're dealing with that. Oh man, that's a lot of magnets. Probably should have done less magnets. Let's build the 5 of those and then I'll build the magnets. How about that? And 9. Sweet. Okay, so we have the mining machine. That's, whoops, wrong button. G and R are right next to each other. Fun fact of the day. Okay, so that is F1. And we are gonna... Well, actually, we're gonna put it there and then rotate it slowly so we can see if we can cover all of these. Yes, we can. Perfect. Ooh, but it's not powered. But it's not powered. Okay. I can cover it with the Tesla tower, or I can build one more wind turbine and we can cover it with the additional wind turbine. And I think I'm going to cover it with the additional wind turbine and save this Tesla tower for a minute because I'm going to have to build more of those magnetic coils to get the Tesla towers. So. And wind turbine. Cool. Too close to another one. Nope, not anymore. Buzz. Perfect. And now we've got 360. So each of these adds another 300 kilowatts to the system. So what, if I added 2 more, we would actually get to 4.20 megawatts. Interestingly enough, 420 seems to come up a lot in this game right now. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, so we're going to grab the 50 of that. We're going to grab 50 of that. We're going to take a look at automatic metallurgy and see what we need. So we need... Oh, I might actually have enough for that. Oh, sweet. We do have enough for that. So I think we're going to end off this episode real quick by doing automatic metallurgy and then doing the basic logistics systems and I think basic assembling processes as well. And then we can do... I think we can do electromagnetic matrix as well. I'll need to do a little bit of futzing to get that. I'm going to need to make some more circuit boards. Let's see. I need 10 circuit boards. I guess I should read this first. You have unlocked the smelter, and it will automatically smelt metal base materials such as iron and copper ingots for you. To achieve full automation, you need to use a sorter to automatically put the ores on the conveyor belt into the smelter. So we won't be able to do that until we get the basic logistics system, because that has the conveyor belt, the sorter Mark 1, and the storage Mark 1, which we need to be able to pull stuff out of the miner, put stuff into the smelter, pull it out of the smelter, back onto another conveyor belt to go into a box where we can then grab it out of to do things with. So that'll be pretty fun. Okay. We need, let's see, 10, 20, 30. I think it's 30. Yeah, we need 30 of those. Okay. So we need 30 circuit boards. Let's see, it's 10, 20 gears, and 10 magnetic coils. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So we've got more than enough of that. It looks like we have more than enough circuit boards too. Oh, the only thing we're missing is actually the gears. Whoa. What are the odds of that? Okay, let's unlock electromagnetic matrix first, and then we'll queue up basic logistics and basic assembling processes, and I will make the components that we need right now. So we needed, what, 20 of these? So that'll make 20. And I think from that, all we need to do is just smelt the rest of some stuff. Let's do 40 of those, and let's do 40 of those. Electromagnetic matrix. So this unlocks the matrix lab, which is what you use to research things. Remember I mentioned earlier that eventually we'd be able to do research in a building. This is exactly how you do it. So what we can do is we can build a matrix lab, and then I can put the parts that are needed to research whatever I'm trying to research into this. Right now it would actually be parts, but later on it'll be just these research cubes. So yeah, there's research cubes. I think there's a few other times in here where you don't use research cubes. I think it's in the upgrades tab though. I think, like, yeah, that needs the electric motors. This uses steel beams. That uses logs, coal, and graphite. Yeah, which you don't have yet. That uses those. I think I can do vein utilization. No, I can't. Ooh, never mind. That's fine. Maybe mecha core.
The sorter and the conveyor belt, which can achieve full automation now.
Never mind. I can't do anything else.
Transport the piled up ores from the mining machine, and the sorter can deliver the ores from the conveyor belt to the smelter for automatic smelting.
Cool. Okay, so we unlocked a bunch of things right there. We unlocked the logistics stuff. I don't want to build the smelter right now. Go away. Okay, we unlocked the logistics stuff. So that's the conveyor belts and the sorters. Mark 1 sorters are really slow, but it is what it is. So are conveyor belts, Mark 1s. These only take 6 items per second, which is less than you would think. We also unlocked storage, which it didn't give us any storage for that, but that's fine. And we also unlocked the assembling machine, which will auto put things together for us. So that'll be nice. We can use this to put together magnetic coils. We can use it to put together gears. Basically anything that needs to be put together, we can put it together in the assembler. So it's pretty not bad. We are going to take these smelters though, and we are going to...
You built a smelter, which can smelt basic materials, such as iron ingots and copper ingots automatically, while you want to make the raw materials and products get in and out of it autonomously. You need to use sorters and conveyor belts.
Okay, so that explained how you get things in and out. So if we want to get something into one of these, we need to put a conveyor belt on it.
When putting a conveyor belt, all you need to do is determine the starting point and the end point of it. In addition, use the up arrow key to lift up one level, and use the down arrow key to drop down one level after the conveyor belt is lifted. Press keypad 0 to reset the construction height of the conveyor belt to the ground. If you don't want the conveyor belt to be attached to the building, you can try holding down the shift key. The sorter is a transportation connector of cargoes between facilities. It will automatically transport them as long as
so what'll happen here
facility are bridged.
You notice it said if you don't want it to connect to the building. So what'll happen is if I have this set to one above right now, if I mouse over that though, it'll try to connect to that instead. If I want it to go above, you just hold shift. So then you can just float your conveyor belts wherever you want.
You can use the less than key to copy the recipe and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe. After selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key to copy the recipe and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe.
Okay, so we're gonna do 2 here. We're gonna actually do these 2 smelters, and we're going to angle too steep. Oh wait, whoops, my bad. Oh no, that's not good. I might not be able to. I might not be able to go that direction easily. Oh, how much is that gonna use? I'm gonna have 4 left. Oh, I'm gonna have to build some more here pretty soon. These need gears and ingots, so that's not bad. Okay, so we're gonna take this and we're actually gonna turn this into a magnet one, and then to get stuff into buildings, you just take the sorter, click on the conveyor, click on the building. So it's pretty easy. Boop, boop. Easy clap. And last but not least, we're going to do that right there. And it's going to make up some resources for us. So now we've got just a little bit of basic automation going on here. It's not the best by any stretch of the imagination, but it will get the job done that we need to get done. And while that's going, I'm gonna go ahead and automate these last few oars out of my inventory since I don't exactly need them. Oh, let me get some wood as well before I run out of power. That would not be good. So running out of power will still let you do things, but it definitely makes doing things harder because the mech can't knock down a lot of things when it's out of power, and it also does it significantly slower. So kind of have to watch for power as much as you possibly can. Put those logs in. Plant fuel. I'm basically just gonna clear cut this place. And I think the very next thing I'm gonna do when we start next time is get the coal processing up and running. We're just gonna basically put a miner on the coal so I don't have to manually mine coal, and then I will be able to take that coal and utilize it as my power source and the mech, so I don't have to worry nearly as much about mining all these trees, clear cutting everything, because trust me, that takes a while and it is not fun to do. So we're gonna get around that by just well, mining it automatically. Okay, so we're gonna grab these plates right here. Let's grab those magnets out and let's grab these plates because I don't have it connected to anything yet. And then we'll set up storage and let these output on their own. Let's see, this needs, oh, I forgot, it needs stone brick. Oh baby, that means a trip over to the stone brick, which is definitely not that. It's that over there. That's actually pretty far. Okay, well, so we have two things to do next time. We're gonna get copper, not copper, we're gonna get coal set up next time. We're also going to get stone set up and smelting in the smeltery, because you can produce the stone brick inside of the smelter, which you can see what you can make it in, by the way. If you just click on it, it'll tell you what facility it's made in, because everything's made in something different. That's the assembler. That's actually made in a smelting facility. That's just like I've got there. That's an assembler as well. Smelting. Stone to glass. I guess that makes sort of kind of sense. Grind it down, smelt it down, comes glass. We'll have to do some of that too. So we got a lot of automating to do. We basically got to try to get our automating good enough that we can make magnetic coils and these circuit boards decently fast, so we can make electromagnetic matrices. I think it's matrices, something like that. So we can make those at a decent clip, because once we can make those, then we can really pick our research into high gear, and that's where everything really starts to come together. Once we get thermal power, we'll be able to burn some coal to get more power quicker. We can get steel smelting, so we can make steel beams, which will let us make a lot of cooler things. We can get logistics Mark II. Trust me, the sorter Mark II is legendary, and also it'll give us some splitters. That'll also give us the ability to make energetic graphite, which is the next step up from coal. You can see right there is 2 coal into energetic graphite, and that burns with 6.3 megajoules. And until we get oil power up and running, well, oil / find oil / hydrogen power, because it's kind of all three, that is going to be what we burn to get power. So that's what we need to get. And then we also get the ability to do silicon, but we won't be able to do that till we get to another planet. So that's fine. And then we'll also need to unlock fluids and plasma control, which will let us get to be able to do oil mining. So we've got a plan. It's on its way. It's all coming together, but we will continue that plan next time. I hope to see y'all in the next episode. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And until next time, game on.